Okay, now we've seen how they're made, but how do companies make sure they're made right? Well, in a special chip lab. Where else? And now we're going to head to just such a place for a look at a job that sounds pretty appetizing. It's the flavor expert.
They're sold in the chip aisle, but they stand out from all those bags. Pringles are packed in a can with a top that pops. The stackable saddle-shaped chips are sold all over the world, and to please so many palates, the folks at Pringles are pretty picky with their product. In fact, they perform more than 7 million quality checks on Pringles every year. Before any ingredient goes into a batch, it must make the grade in the company's lab. Unlike other chips, Pringles are made mostly from potato flakes, not sliced potatoes. Before thousands of pounds of the dried spuds can be unloaded from rail cars, a sample is shaken and sifted to make sure each flake is the right size.
You're looking for a smaller granular. You don't want a large flake because a large flake will mess up in the systems we use during the process.
This batch of taters tested fine, so it moves on to mixing, where it's transformed into tiny pellets of dough. The dough is rolled out in a giant sheet, and individual chips are cut out with a sort of high-tech cookie cutter. They're fried and then salted on just one side. But before they leave the line, these chips must pass another set of tests. A worker pulls a fresh sample to make sure they are the right size, color, and, most importantly, flavor.
Every one of our people know that if the chips don't taste right, they have the right to shut the line down.
After the chips are sealed in their cans, more samples are grabbed for a final check by Pringles flavor experts. Tasting is done in a special room lit only with a red light.
The purpose of the red light is to hide the color of the chip. We don't want our flavorers to have any kind of preconceived notion as to whether the chip is burnt or raw or too much seasoning, too little seasoning.
The sample chips are compared with confirmed perfect batches.
And there is a proper way to eat a chip. We ask that you put it on your tongue like a saddle. Just saddle your tongue with that chip. The primary reason for that is because we want you to eat the chip with the salted side up. We ask that folks pay particular attention to the crunchiness of the chip. Completely chew the chip up, bring some air into your mouth to get the combined flavor of the chip.
Chips are rated on doneness, seasoning, texture, and salt. Most meet muster, but a few don't.
Occasionally, it is very rare. When we do have that situation, the entire amount of product for that time frame is scrapped.
A big responsibility. That's why it takes years to earn the ultimate chip lover's job of Pringles taste tester.